Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing another bump update. So I am now officially in my third trimester of pregnancy, which is insane because it's the last trimester and it's supposed to be the most challenging. So you guys may notice I get a little out of breath during these videos because I'm talking so much, and that is just a part of it. I just kind of wanted to share what was going on with me. So I am 29 weeks, which is almost 30 weeks. Like I still cannot believe it. Like I cannot. It's so insane to even think about, but that's what it is. The time does fly. I know a lot of my friends who have had babies and people that I have watched were like, oh my gosh, pregnancy just goes by so fast. And at first I thought it was going by really slow, and I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. I just want her to be here. And then now I'm like, oh my gosh, like the time is going by fast. So like I said, almost 30 weeks and 29 weeks. I wanted to do a third trimester kind of intro and tell you guys what's going on. So a few different changes. I have been feeling a couple different nights. I've had like different pains. There's two different things that can kind of happen now. They could happen in the second trimester, but they're more common in the third trimester. So those two things being round ligament pains and Braxton Hicks contractions. So round ligament pains are basically, there is a growing child inside your stomach, and so that's going to cause you to have some growing pains, I guess you can say. And they call those round ligament pains. So you will feel them like on your sides, and it does feel like an intense cramping, but they do go away. So they don't last forever. Like if you're actually going into labor, those last for a while. They don't just go away like that. So I've been experiencing that. Also, Braxton Hicks contractions can now come. I think I've had a couple of them where your stomach just feels really tight. It's kind of like your uterus is getting really tight, and then you have like the little cramping pain, and then it goes away. That's actually your body getting used to trying to prepare you for labor. So it's actually a good thing that your body goes through Braxton Hicks, because it's like preparing you for labor, but it also is a sense of like false labor. So it kind of gives you like a sense of what labor is going to be like, which I think is pretty interesting, because when it's your first one, you don't really know. You're kind of just like, oh my God, what is labor going to be like? It's scary, and you're kind of nervous for it. But those contractions actually kind of, like I said, prepare you, but also prepare your mind too to know what to look for. But it is sometimes like a false labor thing with the Braxton Hicks, so it can get kind of confusing. But I think it's kind of neat that your body prepares you for that. Another thing is I feel her like crazy now. So when I'm laying down and PJ feels her more, before he felt her like a couple times here and there, but he wouldn't be able to feel her like on point. Like if I told him to put his hand there, she usually would stop, and then I'm like, oh man, like I really want everybody to feel her like I can. But now he can, and everybody else can too. So when she's moving around a lot. You can really see my stomach moving around. She's kicking out the sides, and when I lay down on my side, you can actually feel her kind of rolling, which is really, really cool. And so the other night, PJ actually got to feel like her like kick her foot out, and it was just really neat. So that has been a huge change because she has been moving a lot more. So now I can like count her kicks, and I kind of know her routine, as before I didn't really know her routine. Now she's kind of like, she has more of a routine that I can actually like, you know, go by and be like, okay, well, she's going to move at this time, and she likes these certain foods and she doesn't like these certain foods. So I think that's really neat. Another thing that is crazy, I don't think I've mentioned this before, but when I do want her to move, I drink orange juice. I don't know what it is, but any other juice doesn't work as good as that. And when I drink orange juice, she tends to really, really like it, and that's when she can move, like that's when she moves around a lot. When I do want her to like move around and I feel like I want to like feel her, which I love feeling her, it's like the most comforting feeling to know that your baby's like really active. So when I do drink the orange juice and she does move around, I think it's really fun and cool. And when I want somebody else to feel her too, I just drink some orange juice, and she seems to really like that. So I thought that was kind of fun thing to share, because it's just orange juice, and I don't know what the difference is between any other juice, but she seems to like that one. So I'm gonna go to my phone now and kind of share some different things that my apps tell me, which I love going to these apps. A lot of people might think it's a little bit over the top, but I think it's really interesting. They actually give you a lot of information. So first thing is that I have 11 weeks and 1 day left, which does not sound like a lot at all. It actually seems like a very short amount of time, 11 weeks, like what in the world? Today it says that her immune system gets stronger every day and will keep developing until after birth, and she can also open and close her eyes now, so she can actually, like, you know, control that part, and pretty much everything else too. The only thing that I think is that their body still works on in 29 weeks is regulating their body temperature. So when they're out of the womb, their body temperature can be regulated by sweating and everything like that. So her body is still trying to regulate the temperature. Another thing that I thought was interesting is the hand, so that I have on this app, it actually shows the outline of the hand, and then the little pink hand is how big her hand would be on my screen. So you can't use it says baby can't use your device yet, but if they could place their hand on it, this is how small it would be. So that's pretty cool because it's almost as big as the normal hand on here. And then this is the foot. So the pink is supposed to be hers and how big her foot would be, and then the other is like a normal sized baby, like a full term baby. So at like 40 weeks or whatever. Let's compare her to a fruit. So it says that she's as big as a tropical coconut. So that's actually pretty interesting. Also, like lengthwise, it says that she's as big as a papaya. So you can, you know, compare it to a coconut and a papaya. Those are about the same, I guess, because that's what it's telling me. Food aversions, I have not really had any food aversions, which is really crazy because when I wasn't pregnant, I had a lot of different cravings for different things every day. And I feel like now I don't really have as much cravings. Like I don't crave like a milkshake from this, you know, like a restaurant. Like, oh my God, I need to have that, or like I'm going to die. Like, oh my God. So I don't really have anything crazy yet. Could come later because I have 11 weeks to go. But I haven't had anything quite yet. So I would say, I don't know, like this past couple of weeks, I actually haven't really been that crazy hungry. So when I come home, I mean, I would say more than for food aversions, I've been feeling more like, what am I gonna eat? Like nothing sounds good. So it kind of feels like I'm in my first trimester all over again, because in my first trimester, I was not eating that much. It wasn't really necessarily because I was sick, because I actually really wasn't. I had a little bit of nausea, but not too bad. But I really wasn't eating that much in my first trimester. And you really don't have to eat like you're supposed to now, because your baby's so little in the first trimester that they don't need as much nutrients. You really can eat the same amount that you did before. But in the third trimester, you're supposed to eat, I believe, 350 to 450 more calories a day. So, because the baby is bigger now. So that's why now I'm more like, okay, well, I need to like eat things and eat snacks, because I want her to get as much nutrients that she's supposed to. So I try to figure out what to eat, and I obviously eat, but a lot of food just does not sound good to me. Even like going out to restaurants, I'm like, oh, that just doesn't sound good. Like somebody can tell me they want to take me to Olive Garden or to like the fanciest place, and I'll be like, I'd rather eat at home. So lately I've just rather just eat at home, but no food cravings yet. So kind of crazy. I know that's like a huge thing in pregnancy, but nothing. Also, she is 2.5 pounds, so that's really insane. I think that babies can get up to 8 to 10 pounds, so she has a lot more growing to do, but it's insane how short amount of time that I have left, and she's only 2.5 pounds, but she's gonna get so much bigger so quickly. So it's insane how rapidly they grow inside your stomach, which is probably why I feel her moving around a lot, because she's like, wow, it's getting a little crammed in here. I'm getting bigger. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little update on everything that was going on. I've been feeling really great. The only thing is I'm just more tired than usual. I have been peeing a lot more than I did before. I never really had to like go pee all the time. But now I have this like instant rush and I have to go to the bathroom, and it'll be like tiny bit, but it literally feels like you have to go and you've been holding it for hours. And if I don't go, she starts kicking me. So I know that it's like taking up her space. So it's like I need to be by a bathroom to go pee like right away, or it's super uncomfortable. She doesn't like it, I don't like it, so I usually have to like rush there. So it's kind of weird how that changed, and that actually changed like within a day of like literally hitting the 3rd trimester. And maybe it's just because like she grew that fast. She's just like laying on my bladder or something, I don't know, but I literally changed in like a night with having to go to the bathroom. So I do wake up every night, I don't know, maybe like one to 2 times a night and go pee, which isn't too crazy yet, but I'm assuming I'll probably have to get up and go more than that when I am later in the pregnancy, because right now it's already 2 times, so I'm like, if she grows any bigger, I'm gonna have to go more and more. I still have a lot of back pain. The way that I sit and position myself does really counteract with my back. Like if I sit up super straight like this, it feels nice, and then if I'm kind of slouching, it starts to feel really achy and it hurts. So I've kind of just been trying to take it easy and like using different methods that are allowed, but I've been having the back pain, which, not complaining, I know it comes with that, but I'm carrying more weight and a baby. The craziest thing what your body goes through when you're pregnant, I swear, I feel like every woman should experience it at least one time if you can and if you are able to, because it is just a like crazy experience, and I think it is so worth it. But I don't want to talk too much. I think that's basically all I wanted to tell you guys, just give you guys a little update that I'm in my 3rd trimester. I wanted to share some new things that were going on with my body and like how big she was now. It's going crazy quick. Let's get on to showing you guys my bump, because it has grown much bigger. So this is what it is in the shirt, front ways, sideways, and my shirt up. My belly button has definitely changed. I have an innie belly button, and it's starting to like become an outie because my stomach is pushing out so much. Crazy. Definitely has grown insane amounts and it's only gonna get bigger, so I'm actually excited for it. I think I've gained, 15 pounds. I think like when I eat and during the day, it's like I've gained 15, and then I think it's like 12 or 13 when I first wake up in the morning. So it's always different depending on water weight and everything like that. So yeah, my goal is definitely a healthy weight gain. So around 25 to 30. If it's a little bit less, that's okay. If it's a little bit more, I really don't care. Whatever's healthy for her, I am okay with. So thank you so much for watching. I don't know why I did this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.